Hello and welcome to World of Warships with Montrala. Today I'm sailing Tier 8 Polish destroyer Orkan in this Tier 9 battle, so I'm a middle tier. Orkan is a difficult destroyer to play, but I like her very much, and she actually is my, at the moment, third most played ship in this game. And I have a decent win rate in her of over 57%. That's quite high for me, at least. And Orkan gimmick is radar. She doesn't have a small. She has a 7.5 kilometers radar. She also has only one torpedo launcher with 4 torpedoes. It can be launched in narrow or super narrow spread, like in other European destroyers. Unfortunately, second torpedo launcher was traded off for a single 105mm secondary cannon that is supposedly also increasing her air defense, anti-air defense, but in reality Orkan has allergy for carriers and planes, and her air defense are nowhere near as good as the other Tier 8 European destroyer Holland. But in one game I actually managed to have a close quarter kill with my secondary gun, so maybe it's not as useless. So in this match I have this luck that I will not fight the carrier, but we have some Tier 9 ships to fight. Okay, so I used my radar and found out a destroyer escape and made her very unhappy about that. And this is the main gimmick for Orkan, is this radar to make to push other destroyers outside of the objectives, or in case of the smoke up destroyers to reveal the smoke. It's a very good kill. The first kill was on Atlanta. It's a Tier 7 cruiser with a radar, one of the few Tier 7 ships equipped with radar. She had a lot of fast-firing guns, so she could be a potentially very dangerous adversary for me. And looks like I will be able to cap Objective C, while the other team was able to take other 2 objectives, but in the last second, actually 1.5 seconds before I took the cap, Neisenau managed to enter the cap, and I managed to catch one of the scan destroyers. I was lucky that it was not a Japanese destroyer, because it would hurt much more. Fortunately for me, European torpedoes has low damage, but on the other hand I also have those European torpedoes with not so much damage. I have sent my torpedoes towards Sovietsky Soyuz, and I think that finally I will be able to capture Objective C with assist of my teammates that are now entering camp, and we are enemy team away. Meanwhile, enemy team managed to win the A side, And on this map, that's the usual: one team wins one side, second team wins second side, and then teams clash around objective B with these strategically positioned islands in the middle. Most of the fight is going between them and on the both ends of this island. I decided to start moving towards objective B and to enter it to stop points gain for enemy team. So far the losses on both teams are similar, but other team has a big points advantage over our team thanks to 2 caps they hold. I'm sending some torpedoes toward the gap between islands, because why not? Maybe they will catch something. And I'm checking the side that my radio frequency positioning skill, my captain shows me the closest ship is probably, it's either Skane or Åland. So I got detected by them, but they are not taking a fight with me. And actually sailed away. Unfortunately, I took some damage at being no longer detected. I used my damage control party, used my heal, and I'm back into action. So I'm sending my torps on ultra narrow spread towards nose in Vladivostok. It's actually a little problem to make a huge damage against a nose-in ship, but I don't have much choice. Vladivostok detected me, so I opened fire on her, and I came into hiding behind island. I'm still detected probably by scan, but nobody can shoot me. Scanner is not willing to start to shoot me and be detected for a longer time. So now we have a stalemate. I managed to cap objective B, but we don't have points from the objectives. However, thanks to 2 additional kills that my team picked up, we have now points lead. However, it didn't last long, as our Z-44 was sunk. Oh, I lost one of my torpedoes. It looked like they will clear these rocks, but unfortunately they didn't. That's why I have only 3 hits on Vladivostok instead of 4 hits that I counted for. I will now try to make some damage and maybe set some fires on Monarch. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to. Oh. We still have 1 kill lead. My radar shows that there are 2 enemy cruisers here. I will try to put some torps on one of these cruisers. Unfortunately, it was not my best aimed. Torpedoes. And I'm lucky. She's shooting armor piercing, so I got only minimal damage. And unfortunately I wasn't able to finish her because I was afraid to shoot. And from behind Frederick the Gross. And as you can see on the minimap, both teams, as I said, are fighting now on the sides of this island, and I will try to move in the middle and send some torpedo towards tier 9 Japanese battleship Musashi. Oh, and I found myself scanner as well. Okay, and they were not my best torpedoes. Only 2 passed the rocks, so I'm not counting on a lot of damage.
Wrogi pancernik zatopiony.
Detonation and devastating strike. So one of my torpedoes probably hit near one of the turrets, hit close to the ammunition magazine and detonated Musashi. So this was actually a very, very lucky torpedo for me, and it gave me much more damage that I could expect, because my torpedoes has maximum damage or around 14,000 HP, but with Musashi torpedo protection belt the actual damage would be much lower. So looks like unfortunately I will not land any torpedoes on this Monarch, and she was able to land a big hit on me. So I will disengage, go undetected, and move towards objective A to capture it for my team. We now have a huge lead points. We have 3 kills lead. I think removing Musashi from the game was actually quite helpful in this final stage. And now I will enter the cup. The enemy team is reduced to 2 destroyers. Both of them are around objective C. And now we will capture the objective A and move towards objective C. Okay, because this Z46 is detected, it's Holland that is now capturing objective C, but our other destroyer Kiev is already on approach to objective C. And Kiev has lots of heavy hitting guns, so she should be able to easily deal with Holland. Okay, so yes, sometimes this happens with battleships going into way of destroyers. Now that's an Orkan battle for you. As I told you, she's not an easy destroyer to play. It's very easy to find yourself out of the position and get destroyed fast. There is no out of jail ticket with smoke that allows to disengage. So Orkan needs to be played carefully with a good positioning, and I think the good side for the Orkan is that actually she allows to learn this kind of playstyle. It can go in handy when then using higher tier destroyers of similar configuration, like for example Smaland, that is also European destroyer with radar without smoke. However, she's significantly more powerful, of course, than Orkan. She is more powerful than a lot of destroyers at their tier. Actually, Orkan is not that powerful, but she can do damage as well. So let's see. Devastating strike, dreadnought, so we lost over 120% of our HP and lived. 100,000 damage done, 1 ship destroyed, 4 Musashi, 4 torpedo hits, 3 solo captures, 1 flooding, 2 fires, 3 modular incapacitations, and I only managed to spot 2 ships. I ended second in my team with over 2000 base XP. The other destroyer, Kiev, got a bit better, probably saving the cap and killing Nolan helped it. And you can see on Musashi, 1 torpedo hit, single torpedo hit, costed her 65,660 HP and sunk her on 1 shot. Beside her, I made some damage to Vladivostok and then some not so high damage to 4 other ships on enemy team. Now, I hope you enjoyed watching this battle. If you liked it, please like. If you didn't like it, dislike. Please subscribe to my channel, and I see you next time. Goodbye.